Probably 80 years ago, this area was totally forested. And the forest is called hardwood hammock because it's a different kind of forest where the main trees are hardwoods that were used for building, and it's not very typical of your Florida environment. Most of Florida is pinelands, and hardwood hammocks are old growth forests that prefer higher ground, or they don't like to be flooded all the time. So slowly but surely other species take over the pinelands in the original landscapes in Florida. And Dade County was probably covered with pinelands and hardwood hammocks. So finding hardwood hammocks like the ones we have here in Patch of Heaven is very difficult, not because it's hard to grow one, it's because development. And there are many different species in this, and they become a perfect environment. Remember all the migrating birds and butterflies that go through Florida. So they love to come to the hardwood hammock and feed on fruit, flowers, and finding caves or spaces where they can nest or rest. We have gombolimbos, we have lysolomas, we have ficus aurea, plants that you will not expect, like royal palms. You know, they have cavities for woodpeckers, and many other plants that have fruit, flowers, and spaces for the animals to enjoy. Sadly, in Dade County, the hardwoods are disappearing. We have a big patch close to Fairchild Tropical Garden, the Matheson hammock, which the owners of Matheson were also owners here in Patch of Heaven many, many years ago.
Nobody in Miami has 11 acres of tropical hardwood hammock. So originally our jobs were to come in and deal strictly with the forest, get the forest back to health, and within that we dealt with the county doing a covenant, because there's a covenant on the forest, and so there's guidelines to keeping the forest healthy that we have to fulfill with a yearly inspection of the county. And you know, most people don't know about how much money goes into redoing that, but a significant amount has gone into rehabbing the forest itself and getting it back to its natural, what would be considered natural health. And then to build the garden that would actually complement the property, because the property was already very unique.
My vision, and I think our vision, because I think the people around us share in that vision, is to create more special property like this one in the surrounding areas. What you found in this area, that they took the original forest and clear-cut it to put plants and container nurseries and what have you. And guess what? We're running out of trees, we're running out of air, we're running out of everything. The critters have no place to live. So we want to create more forest and do agroforestry, where in which you plant native trees and plant crops and special trees underneath, such as the cacao chocolate trees, which is what we started to do here. The goal here is to create some sustainability. I funded pretty much the whole thing up to this point, and it's a calling, a labor of love. My wife and I both agree upon most of it. She has done the furnishings, which a lot of it comes from estate sales. The structures were renovated and refurbished and what have you. My wish is for this place to continue into the future. The property will be in a trust and will be going on for as long as it can go on.